Hi all, good evening. Thanks for joining. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, audible.
Okay, guys. Thanks once again. Thank you so much. So in the morning class, we started about Amazon Web Services security services. Under this one, there are total 6 security domains. Those security services are divided into 6. Those 6 security domains once again divided into altogether. We do have the total number is 25. Sorry. So these 25 services you should be aware of in case if you want to go into the dedicated to Amazon Web Services security vacancy. But here I'm giving only introduction part only. But if you want to configure that one, as I said, you have to go and you have to register the account in the Amazon Management Console. And after that, you have to provide a couple of details like your debit card and credit card information and which country you belongs to and your username and password. Thereafter, it will ask about free trial or whether you want a commercial one. All the options are after filling on activation link, it will come. You have to click on the activation link. And finally, you have to go and you have to practice these services. Then you can compare theoretical, whatever we discussed, practical, whatever we have seen. So, right, this is the way how we are going to practice it practical way. So you are going and you are clicking on all those services, then you will come to know about in-depth analysis of each and every security domain or each and every security service. Is it clear? I'm repeating once again. If you want to practice all these services, you have to go and you have to create, okay, so Azure account or AWS account or GCP account, and it will ask about credit card information also. For 1 month, you can go and you can practice this one, and after that, you can delete the account. So in this 1 month time period, so whatever services I'm going to explain, you can go and you can practice. Very, very important one, you can go and you can practice it. When I say practice it, just you can go and you can type in the search button. So otherwise I will ask, okay, give me another maybe 10 to 15 minutes after completing the Amazon Web Service, Amazon AWS security services. I can show practically how to practice and what is the importance of each and every security service. Okay. So let's go and discuss about all these services in-depth analysis. What is the each and every okay, so security service importance and what are the roles and responsibilities and what is the description, what exactly to provide about that security service name. So let's go and see now. First and foremost, identity and access management. So under identity and access management, first one is AWS IAM. So AWS identity and access management. Can I know what is the equivalent Azure service? Any guess? Morning only we discussed. Can you guess anyone what is the equivalent service in Azure? Any guess? Did you understand my question by the way?
Yes, sir.
What is the equivalent service name in the Microsoft Azure environment? What is service name? Microsoft Entra ID. Microsoft Entra ID, it is equivalent to identity and access management. I know it will take a couple of days to practice about this comparison. Whenever if you want to study something, you can please compare one service with another service or one cloud service provider with another cloud service provider. This is not only applicable to a cloud environment, but also even, so whatever tools we are keeping in your resume, so like Qualys and Nessus, please go and compare these two tools. Then you'll come to know that what are the differences and what are the terminals and acronyms we are going to use in the Nessus and Qualys. For example, you are keeping IBM Carer and Splunk in the SIM tools point of view. Then you can go and you can compare what is the architecture diagram of the IBM Curator and what is the architecture diagram of Splunk. What are the each and every component name of the architecture diagram. If you are comparing this one, then you will come to know that easy way of understanding. Otherwise, you have to remember there are so many services. Anyway, I'll make finally one of the comparison chart in the Amazon side, Azure side, and GCP side. Then you will be aware of each and every cloud service provider acronym in this specific cloud service provider and what is the service name. So this one, by the by, if you are comparing this service with the our GCP and Azure, in the GCP side, as it is, we can call it as identity and access management. On the Azure side, we can call it as Entra. So what is the identity and access management? So based on the role-based access control, based on the segregation of the duties, we can go and we can provide so identity and access management for all the internal stakeholders. As I said, so identity and access management we can provide only for the internal employees, not for the external public or customers. What is mean by this one? For example, www.statebankofindia.com. This application is hosted in the Amazon Web Services. In that scenario, once the user is trying to access the State Bank of India app or maybe website, in that scenario, their authentication, it will not provide under our identity and access management, the cloud environment. So for that one, we can go and we can provide the external identity and access management like third party, right? So that is different. So here, this is mainly for the internal stakeholders. When you say internal stakeholder, www.sbi.com, whoever is developed and whoever is hosted in the cloud environment, all the stakeholders information. So those authentications and what is the role and what is the responsibility, what is segregation of duties. So example, DevOps team and SecOps team and TechOps team, application development team, Windows team, Linux team, whoever is a part of the developing that application, all those stakeholders is a part of the AWS IAM. So whenever they want to access, they have to provide about the username and password, and after that it will ask about OTP, multi-factor authentication. So that finally they can go and they can log into the AWS account based on the region and based on the availability zone. And finally they can go and they can access whatever they want to do, their tasks or roles and responsibilities. So this is the way how this identity and access management will work. Based on the can provide one of the access key and secret. After creating IAM role, we have to generate access key and secret key to access AWS services or resources. Why we have to generate the access key and secret key and why it is applicable to only Amazon Web Services? It will provide additional security control or additional layer along with our OTP or along with our capture, along with our authenticator. Even this access key and secret key will act as a additional security control. Even attacker was trying to compromise our AWS credentials, is not sure about what is the access key and secret key as end user we are using. So in case he doesn't know, how can compromise our AWS IAM account? It's impossible, right? So that is the reason we have to provide access key and secret key generation also. So that is about AWS IAM. So next one is AWS single sign-on. AWS SSO, single sign-on solution. What is first of all single sign-on solution? So this single sign-on solution, one time we can go and we can authenticate for single sign-on solutions like a Okta or Microsoft Identity or Google Identity or Azure Identity. There are so many single sign-on solutions we do have. What is first of all single sign-on? For example, as a security person, on the daily basis, we want to access the couple of security tools. Those tools are, example, EDR. You want to access daily basis EDR. In the similar way, you have to access DLP.
In this similar way, you want to access the SIM tool. So in this similar way, you want to access ServiceNow ticketing tool to raise the ticket in the ticketing tool. So then proxy also, for example, we have the proxy tool access. Thereafter, so these are all the technical oriented applications we can go and we can access. Whatever security incidents are triggered, we can go and we can take care of the investigation. Additionally, on the personal front end, what are the different types of applications we can go and we can access on the daily basis or monthly basis? Timesheet. Nothing but attendance. So we have to go and you have to apply your attendance. For that one, we can, every organization, they will maintain the attendance sheet. And also additionally, so if you want to apply any leave, so leave tracker, for this one we are using HR portal, something like that. And if you want to download your salary slip as a part of the payroll, then we can go and we can use the HR portal. And if you want to declare income tax, how much you are paying, then we have to declare one second part of the HR portal itself. These are the personal front end of the each and every employee has the access to our internal application of the organization side, right? Now these are the technical oriented applications we can go and we can access on the daily basis, whatever we want to do the investigation side. And these are all the our personal applications for the our timesheet and attendance on the HR portal for each and every employee side. Each and every tool and each and every application, we do have the URL link. So www.tcssophosxdrhyd.com. So meaning here, TCS company for Hyderabad location, they purchased Sophos as a EDR and XDR tool. After that, once you are giving this URL link, what it will ask anyone? After providing this URL link, so directly you can go and you can log into the application or EDR tool. What it will give? Exactly. It will ask about credentials. You are right. It will ask credentials, nothing but username and passwords. So username and password you have to enter. So this is for the EDR tool side. In this similar way, for DLP also, www.tcs exam force point DLP hyd.com. So TCS company using the force point as a DLP solution for Hyderabad location. Once we are giving this URL link under the web browser as a part of the URL link, then it will ask credentials. Then we have to enter the username and password. In this similar way, so www. If you want to do the access to SIM tool, then TCS Splunk HYD Splunk.com. So then we have to enter our username and password, like a credentials, and so on. For each and every tool and each and every application, we have to enter the username and password. Now, as a part of the single sign-on solution, what all these applications we can go and we can do, we will not do that one. It can be done by our single sign-on application or tool administrator. Now, all these applications, for example, take one of the popular solution right now in the market, Okta. Okta is single sign-on solution. Example, TCS company is purchased Okta as a single sign-on solution. Now, only we have to sign on one time. Now, all these applications now, they can go on, they can deploy it under the. So, take example, this is www.single sign-on solution of the Okta. So, this is how it looks like. So, www.tcssookta.com for Hyderabad location, HYD Hyderabad.com. So for TCS location, they are using Okta as a single sign-on solution. Now, all these applications now, what Okta administrator will do, based on our functionality and based on the access, our manager, he can go and he can give the request to Okta administrator. Okta administrator, he can go and he can give the only access to these 8 applications. So here we can see EDR option. So here we can see SIM tool option. Here we can see DLP option. Here we can see example or ServiceNow option. Here we can see our proxy. So here we can see, so timesheet. Here we can see leave tracker. And finally, here we can see HR portal. Okay, now after giving all these now, you no need to go to the each and every URL link and no need to enter. So first, whenever you want to access any of the tools or any of the applications, first you can go and you can log into the www. So TCS SSO worktahyd.com. Now you can access to this URL link. Then it will ask username and it will ask password. After giving the username and password now, it will open this dashboard. So now you can click on the whatever tool you want to access. One time you are going and you are signing on the application, then this dashboard it will appear. And whatever tool you want to access, you can go and you can access from the directly single sign-in solution. There is no need to every time we have to go and we have to give the URL link on the web browser. Example here EDR, here DLP, or here SIM tool, or here ServiceNow tool, here here proxy tool, here leave tracker, here timesheet, and here finally our HR portal. So we no need to log into the www. All those URL links. Already all these applications are integrated to single sign-in solution. Once you are clicking on the tool, it will come as a direct username and password. Then you have to enter the username and password. And finally, it will ask OTP. It will come OTP also. You have to enter the OTP. So that solution we can call it as single sign-on solution. Okay. So there is no need to enter every time providing the each and every URL link and username and password. So this one we are integrating to one centralized, in simple words, if I want to say this one, centralized single sign-on solution. From there we can go and we can access. One time you can go sign on the overall single sign-on solution. From there you can go and you can access. That's called single sign-on solution. Okay. Provide centralized authentication for AWS accounts. It is easy only. So just if you are going and accessing one time, then you will understand easily. So what it will do, it will provide about centralized authentication for AWS account. So that is our AWS SSO, single sign-on solution. So third one. So now competitor for AWS SSO, just now we discussed Okta and Microsoft Identity, Ping Identity, and the next one is Azure Identity, Google Identity. There are so many tools are available. So next one is AWS organizations. Under this AWS organization, so here we can use manage multiple AWS accounts with centralized governance. So this AWS organization, example, when I was working on X company, I used to take care of the 14 accounts. For 14 accounts, I am the single security consultant. So I have to coordinate with these Hadoop team, part of the data science, and also I used to coordinate with the ML and AI. I used to coordinate with the middleware team. I used to coordinate with the application development team. I used to coordinate with the content development networking team. I used to coordinate with the Windows team, Linux team, and the database team, and so on. For each and every stakeholder, we have 14 accounts. For all those 14 accounts, as a single person, I have to provide the security. Okay. So now, AWS organization is same thing. It's centralized managing of multiple AWS accounts. So if you are creating one AWS account, from there we can go and we can access multiple AWS accounts. So that is called AWS organization. We discuss same concept like a firewall manager. Firewall manager like a single console. There we can go and we can access the multiple firewalls. Same like, so here AWS organization will act centralized console. There we can go and we can access all the AWS accounts. Can anyone give what we discussed under the Sophos? Any guess? Same thing you can correlate to our Sophos. What is the URL link name for Sophos console? What is URL name for Sophos console? See, Sophos console means for EDR tool. I given almost 7 days implementation of the EDR tool. Did you remember? XDR we discussed.
Sophos central feed editors.
Exactly. Central.sophos.com. Central.sophos.com. That is the URL link. Under that one, Sophos EDR, Sophos DLP, Sophos email gateway, Sophos firewall, Sophos cloud optics, Sophos Sophos MDR. There are so many solutions are available. It's like centralized console, same as it is here also. So it is centralized AWS console from where we can manage multiple AWS accounts. That is called our AWS automation. Next one, AWS directory service. So nothing but here AWS Active Directory. So what is the equivalent source name, service name in the Azure? What is the equivalent source name in the service name in the Azure? Once again, same thing. Entra ID along with AWS Entra ID domain services. Okay. So it is a directory of the, already all the AWS users information. By the way, I want to clarify one more thing. Even our Azure Entra ID or AWS directory service, not only we can manage our AWS cloud end users information, directory of all the users information, virtual machines information, systems information, but also even our on-premise Active Directories also we can map it. Organization has to decide whether they want to continue with our on-premise Active Directory or else whether they want to continue with our Azure Active Directory or Amazon Active Directory. Otherwise, we can use both also. Okay, it's up to us or up to organization requirement whether they want to only one dedicated Active Directory, whether it's on-premise or cloud or combination of both. It is a directory of all the end users, systems, and also computers, servers information located part of the directory. So that's called AWS directory service. So this one, as I said, we can call AWS Active Directory, and equivalent in the Azure we can call Azure Active Directory. In the on-premise we can call on-premise Active Directory. Couple of Active Directory examples are on-premise. When you say on-premise Active Directory, on top of Windows Server, Windows administrator or system administrator, they will create Microsoft Active Directory. That's called on-premise Active Directory. And Azure Active Directory, it is in the cloud-based. And AWS Active Directory, it's a cloud-based. GCP Active Directory, it's a cloud-based extra. So that is about directory service. So next one, AWS Secrets Manager. So what this AWS Secrets Manager it will do? It can provide the storing of the secrets or API keys, passwords, and so on. It is almost equals to like key management system, but it will not provide full depth analysis like all the retrieving and storing. It will only just store, but it cannot do the retrieving or rotation or deleting, just only for storing purpose. But AWS KMS, whatever we are going to discuss in the couple of minutes, that will provide not only just for storing, but also it can provide about deleting and retrieving and also rotation and everything it can go and it can do it. So that is called AWS KMS, and this is AWS Secrets Manager. It can be used to store all the secrets, API keys, public and private key, passwords extra. For similar functionality, it is like AWS KMS. So what is the equivalent service name in our Azure? Azure Key Vault. So that is about overall identity and access management. If you are implementing all these services to our cloud environment of the Amazon Web Services, we can mitigate all authentication failure category of the attacks. So those attacks are well-known attacks, you know very well. I no need to explain every time. Brute force, dictionary, password spray, rainbow table attack, pass the hash attack, authentication failure category of the attacks, and so on. So that is about identity and access management. That is the first security domain under the AWS. So what is second one? Threat detection and monitoring. Okay. Threat detection and monitoring. Under the threat detection monitoring, what exactly it will do? It will do the detection of the threats not only detecting the threats, it will take care of the even eradication and mitigation of the threats also. Automated response can be taken care. So that is the importance of the threat detection monitoring. So under this one, first of all, what are the different types? Okay, first definition is it will monitor and detect all anomalies, threats, vulnerabilities, and risks along with protection. So that is our threat detection monitoring. So this one equivalent service we can call it as under the Azure Security Services threat detection response only. There also we can call it threat detection response only. So under this one, first one is, it's a very, very important. In most of the interviews, we can expect this interview question. AWS Guard Duty. So what is this AWS Guard Duty? It is like a SIM tool to us. Okay. This one also AWS Security Hub. So it will collect all the logs. It will do collection of the logs. After collection of logs, based on the correlation rules or based on the policies are configured, it will identify the detection of those threats. Once those alerts, it will come to us as a part of the dashboard, as a part of the SOC, L1 or L2 or L3, we can take care of the appropriate incident response, security incident investigation, and forensic analysis. That is called AWS Guard Duty. So it is similar to like SIM tool. It will do collection of the logs, monitoring of the logs, analyzing of the logs, processing of the logs, and finally, it will alert the security incident investigation. So once it is alerted under the guard duty, so based on the priority and based on severity, SOC members of the L1 or L2 or L3, they will take care of the incident investigation. Once the alerts are triggered, based on severity or priority, L1 or L2 and L3 teams will take care of incident response or security incident investigation or forensic analysis. So that is called AWS Guard Duty. Okay. So equivalent service in Azure we can call Azure Sentinel. If you want to configure the guard duty, directly we cannot do the guard duty configuration. For that one, we can go and we can configure the CloudTrail and CloudWatch. I'll provide in the couple of minutes. AWS Security Hub, next one. So AWS Security Hub is for multiple AWS accounts. Security Hub, it's aggregated security alerts. It's a centralized console where we can go and we can see the multiple AWS accounts alerts in security instance. So that is called AWS Security Hub. When you say hub, it is like a junction. So how this, okay, so railway junctions, all these multiple locations of the trains or paths or ways, it will go on to make like a junction, same as it is security hub. Multiple AWS security alerts can be managed, maintained. So, and also can be taken care of the security incident investigation. So that is called AWS Security Hub. For example, as I said previously, in my organization, we are using the AWS, 14 AWS accounts. For each and every AWS account, I created guard duty. Now, all these different types alerts, if I want to do and monitor and take care of the incident investigation, I have to feed all those AWS account to Security Hub. So instead of going to the each and AWS account guard duty, directly I can go and I can manage from the centralized console. Okay, it's similar to like as I mentioned, firewall manager or Sophos Central, or previously we discussed about AWS automation, same as it is that one. Okay. Aggregated security findings. Aggregated security findings for multiple AWS security accounts. Yeah, and will be taken care. Security incident investigations and forensic analysis. So that is called AWS Security Hub. So next one is AWS Detective. So what this AWS Detective it will do? So this one is entire question. Please remember, guys. So under the severity point of view, there is no critical, high, medium, and low. So this is what I'm saying in the yesterday class also. There are so many drawbacks are there. AWS guard duty. So Amazon has to focus product innovation of the AWS guard duty. And in case they are able to give the competition to Azure Sentinel and GCP Chronicle, Splunk or IBM QRadar, most of the customers will like AWS guard duty or AWS services. Otherwise, if you are purchasing the AWS account as a licensing part, and always we have to depending, security is very important for us, and we are depending on other vendors. So that's complicated. So this is one of the drawback or loophole right now AWS has to identify. They know already. I think they are working on. So within 1 year, they can go and they can announce. Okay, so full-fledged SIM capability like a SOAR, threat hunting, and also UBA related. So functionality and features under the guard duty. Okay. So next one is AWS Detective. It will investigate and analyze the security events. It will investigate and analyze the security events, that is called detective. So that is another service. We no need to enable this one because already we are enabling these two, or we are enabling only this one. So next one is AWS Cloud Train. So AWS Cloud Train question. So what is AWS Cloud Trail it will do? So it can be used to log into multiple authentication failures or otherwise flow logs, otherwise system logs, and also setup logs and API logs. It's mainly for use for logging purpose. CloudTrail, why we have to use? Mainly for logging of the application logs, virtual private circuit logs, flow logs, system logs, setup logs, and API logs. That's called CloudTrail. It can be used to log the application VPC logs. VPC means virtual private circuit. So then, sorry, VPC. So then flow logs, then system logs, setup logs, API logs, extra. So that is called cloud trial. So next one, AWS. Actually, CloudWatch, it is not provided as a part of threat detection monitoring. You can see here, based on the AWS services side. So under threat detection monitoring, there is no CloudWatch. Cloud trial we do have, Guard Duty we do have, but we have to monitor CloudWatch also. We have to configure CloudWatch. If you want to configure the AWS Guard Duty, prior to that one, we have to configure the cloud trial and we have to monitor the cloud. We have to configure the CloudWatch also. What importance is there in CloudWatch? So this one actually it is not provided as a service, but I am providing as a part of the 9.1 itself. So CloudWatch, enter a question. So here you can see what is the missing part in the cloud trial. Any guess? Which logs are missing? Which logs are missing as per our event tracker or any log source logs? Which portion is missing? Which logs are missing? Application, VPC, flow logs, system logs, setup logs, everything. But one thing is missing out. What is that logs? Every system will generate what are the different types of logs. I have shown practically, I think 5 to 6 times in the class. Who is there in third batch? Shaker? Shaker? Naidu?
Yes, sir.
So which logs are missing? Even for fourth batch also I provided already. I have shown practically. By the way, where can we see our Windows logs? Where can we see our Windows logs?
Event viewer.
Perfect.
Event viewer.
Event viewer. No, okay. What are the different types of logs can be generated by our Windows machine?
Application logs,
Sir, OS
Application logs,
system logs,
system logs,
forward events,
forward events,
setup logs.
setup logs. That one only we are missing now. That is missing one.
So kind of user log, sir.
What is my user logs? I need
User
appropriate
login.
answer.
Yes.
Exactly, that's right.
Audit log.
Yes, that's right. User login and login failure. Audit logs. Security audit logs are missing portion of the cloud trial. And if we want to log in those things using CloudWatch, we can go and we can identify, we can monitor or we can log basically. So it can be used to log security audit logs. So those logs are obviously login failure and login success. For which login failure, which login success? AWS accounts. Once the user is able to log into the AWS account based on the region or based on availability zone, so then we have to provide username and password. Either there are two probabilities, login failure or login success. So login failure and login success we can see under the CloudWatch. So main here we have to integrate, we have to configure if you want to see different types of the attacks for different types of the application and also VPC and flow and system setup, authentication failure category of the attacks. So under the guard duty, first we have to configure these two. After configuring these two, then we have to go and we have to integrate to guard duty. So this is the way how we can go and do. We can do implementation pointer. So that is about CloudWatch. So next one is AWS config. What is this AWS config it will do? It will provide about monitoring and also records AWS resource configurations. Whatever configurations or implementations or administrations we are doing under the overall AWS accounts, that one can be monitored and also record using the AWS configurations. Okay. It will monitor and records AWS resources, configurations, for compliance purpose. Why we have to configure? By the way, why you have to monitor? For compliance purpose. So that is the importance of the AWS config. So that is about second domain under the AWS security. So far we completed identity and access management. So there we discussed about 5 security resources. Thereafter we discussed about threat detection and also monitoring. Once again 5 security services. Let's go and see about data protection and encryption. So next one is data protection and encryption. So this one is important feature. So data protection and encryption. Under the data protection and encryption. So here, whatever data is entering into our AWS account, whatever data is leaving away from the AWS account, that one we can call it as a inbound traffic and also outbound traffic. Combination of both we can call net flow data, right? So the data we can go on in the transit level, we can call data transfer. And what about rest level? Whatever virtual machines we are configuring in the virtual machines in the AWS terminology, we cannot call it as a virtual machine, but we can call instances. That instances we can call it EC2. What is EC2 instance? Nothing but virtual machine. So that may be server or database or endpoints. That is called EC2 instances. So now in these EC2 instances, that may be VM or database or web server or application server, any of the servers, if the data is storing, then we have to implement. So data at a rest level of the encryption. Data at a transit level of the encryption, we have to enable TLS 1.2 or TLS 1.3 using KMS. And in case data at a rest level, we have to implement our encryption at the rest. Okay. Already we discussed all these things under the endpoint encryption. Endpoint encryption is data at a rest or data at a transit. Under the endpoint protection, we discussed about data encryption, right? So answer is there already. Data at a rest encryption. Okay. So not only that one, even we have to implement our data to transit also. That is called data protection and also encryption. It's a very important feature. Managing of first one is AWS KMS. So KMS is full form is key management system. Under the key management system, so is like equals to key vault. So what we can use, it is managing of the keys, nothing but public and private key, storing of the keys, rotating of the keys, retrieving of the keys can be done using our KMS. Managing of all the keys, secrets, passwords, SLTLS certificates, can be done for add, delete, modify, retrieve, expiry, and renewable can be done using our AWS KMS. So that is our AWS KMS, key management system. This one, okay, so if you're comparing with Azure, we can call Azure Key Vault. And as I said previously also, if you want to back up all these keys, we can use HSM, hardware security module, and also we can use HashiCorp and rkcybertechnology. There are so many solutions are available in the market. So next one, under the data protection and encryption, AWS Cloud HSM. So same thing we discussed under the Azure also. So HSM full form is hardware security module. So what is this hardware security module it will do? It will provide hardware security module for cryptographic operation and backing up all these. If you want to do the backup all these secrets and privacies, keys, certificates can be done using the HSM, hardware security module. Provide. So hardware security module for security, cryptographic security operations. Cryptography, security operations, and it will back up all the KMS parameters or features or configurations. So same thing in the Azure also, same as it is we discussed. So that is called Azure HSL. So next one, Amazon Mice. Important this one. So Amazon Mice. So what is Amazon Mice? It is auditing purpose we can use. So uses mainly for not only just for auditing, I can say elaborate in-depth analysis, machine learning to detect sensitive information for or confidential information. Any PII data or PHA data, it is there in our AWS accounts, like your mobile number, email address, username, and password. So then whatever keys we are using, it will detect, it will monitor, and also it will do the detection. So that is called Amazon Mice. Into the question. So by the way, whether it is based on the signature, not only based on signature based, but also based on the machine learning capability as well. Based on machine learning capability, it will detect sensitive information or confidential information for AWS accounts. So there is no equivalent solution. It is there under the Azure. We do have the trusted service and also confidential ledger. Confidential ledger in the AWS itself, but we can say trusted service under the Azure. So next one is the AWS certificate manager. So what is this AWS certificate manager? It will do. It will manage and deploy SSL and TLS certificates. It will manage and deploy SSL, TLS certificates. Okay, so for that reason we can use certificate manager. Okay, so that is the importance of the AWS certificate manager. Okay. So that is our data protection encryption. So next one is the network and infra security. I think this one in the tomorrow morning class I'll explain. So these three. Why? Because I want to show how to practice these domains. Deepak,
Yeah.
do you have the Azure portal access and Amazon console access?
So I have only Azure only.
Okay, that's fine. Can you open the Azure? See, right now I'm not showing Amazon. So, but I will show now Azure. Both are as it is. But how to do and what to do, I'll explain now in the configuration and implementation and administration point of view. Not for monitoring, not for detection, not for the instant response. How to enable these services, how to configure, how to administer, how to do the implementation. If you know about all these implementations, then 100% you can go and you can apply cloud security vacancy. Okay, guys. Okay, sorry, Deepak.
So can
Can
I
you share your screen? Yeah.
Yes, sir, I'm sharing.
Thank you so much.
Console.
Done.
Yes.
So how Deepak is created in the similar way, please go and create all these accounts. And if you want, you can practice it. So can you type Azure Sentinel?
Yes.
And the search button, you can go and you can do that directly. Search button. Copilot beside. Copilot
sir.
beside. Yeah. Azure Sentinel. What is Azure Sentinel, by the way? What is Azure Sentinel?
So it's a
SIM
SIM tool.
SIM tool, yeah. So pre-train, click on the start with an Azure pre-train. Did you create any subscription and resource group? Without creating, we can't go on, we can create. Anyway, let's see. Now we are into Azure Sentinel. Try action for free. Click on this one. So click on sign in. Approve this. This is authenticator. So this is Microsoft Authenticate as a multi-factor authentication. We can see whether he has the access or not. Okay, accept the conditions. Next. Okay. Next. Please solve the puzzle robot. It is authentication purpose it is asking. Yeah. No, you have to validate that parameters.
Yes.
Yeah. Submit. Did you submit?
No, wait.
Okay, verification completed. I expected it will ask credit card information. Same thing I expected. Don't do that. Okay, if you okay, how much cost is one? Okay, you can do one thing. You can accept now, and later you can go and you can delete your account.
So
See,
usually-
that is okay. It is giving 200. As I said, you are paying $2 as an account activation. It will reimburse within the 1 day, 24 hours. And you can see left hand side, $200 as a free of cost. What Microsoft is doing. So for free trial, they are giving cost of $200 as a free. So that much cost, we can go and you can exit, I can utilize. Click on sign up.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry, Deepak. Nothing will happen.
Yes, sir.
Next.
Creating a account also just
Yes, okay. Can you type now Azure Sentinel?
Here.
No, on the top. Yeah, second one, yes. Okay, connect workspace. See, now this is now he is doing implementation, guys. Now, whatever we are doing from the scratch, we are doing the implementation. So once we are clicking on the Azure Sentinel, now this is no investigation. Now whatever we are doing, it's like implementation side. Okay, connect to workspace.
Service.
Down.
So
Yeah.
firstly, we have to create one workspace, no? Here.
Yes, yeah, that's why. Connect workspace.
So add or connect only.
Connect anything is fine. Add or connect, both are fine. So you can give the name as a SIM tool or something like that.
Create new one.
So name you can give as a Azure subscription one. Okay, resource group. Did you create any resource group? Drop down list? No. Create new. So you can give Sentinel. Okay. Fine. See, now you can select the drop down list. Okay, fine. It's selected already. Fine. So now under the Azure subscription, we created one of the resource group. A name also you can give the instance details Sentinel. Okay, otherwise you can give Logalytics workspace. You can give Logalytics workspace. Name you can give Logalytics workspace.
Okay, login.
Logalytics workspace. Guys, what is the morning first and foremost entire question I told you? If you want to create any sentinel, what did I say? Did you remember? Did you remember? If you want to create any sentinel, if you want to configure sentinel, first and foremost, we have to create our Logalytics workspace. You can go and you can read the description now. Create Logalytics workspace, you can read here on the top. So with Azure Monitor Logs, you can go and you can do so easily store, retain, and also query using data collector. That's what I said morning definition also. What is Logalytics workspace? Logalytics workspace can be used to store and also to query and also to retain, and also we can go for the threat hunting and also mainly for the retention policy, storing of the logs. So that is the importance of our Logalytics workspace. That is the definition. This is the entire question. If we are going for Azure Sentinel, this is the entire question. What is meant by Logalytics workspace? If you are going for Azure Sentinel SIM tool vacancy, this is the entire question. Okay. Next one. And where it is located? East US region. You can see come down. East US. So now this particular data center is located, but you can select our India. Any India is there? Region?
Central India.
Central India. That's Indonesia, Central India. Okay. Mumbai.
Central and South.
South is Hyderabad and Central is Mumbai. Okay. So next one, renew and create. Now it's creating our Logalytics workspace. Why we are creating now? Whatever logs we are integrating our data connector or cloud connector through Azure Sentinel, nothing but log integration, all those logs it can go and it can store in this our Logalytics workspace. This is also called data lake.
So what he's saying, pay as you go per GB.
Okay, we have selected, okay, fine. Create.
So create.
Yeah. Pay as you go means what? I already told theoretical part. Pay as you go means whatever services you are using, for that only you can pay. Again, practical example also. Sorry to say this one. In our technical terminology, if you are going for okay, so anyway, I don't want to say that one in our technical terminology. Public toilets example I given. So you are using then service, for that one you are paying money. Same thing here also. So now we create a log analytics workflow. Now it is deployed. It is deploying. It's not completed. Deployment in progress. Now you can create Sentinel. First one. Okay, click on that. Now only one service we are enabling. Connect to workspace. So now we can see already we create just now this one. We have to select that one. Yeah. Hope everyone is able to understand what we are doing.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting or not?
Yes, sir. We understand.
Okay. For this one only, most of the candidates, they are calling continuously and they are asking, sir, can you provide Azure Sentinel training or not? You can join our cybersecurity training. I can provide Azure Sentinel also. But only one problem here is we have to ingest the logs and we have to onboard the logs and we have to create virtual machine database server application. For all those, we have to pay money. It will cost approximate 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs. Entire overall SIM 2. Only for configuring and implementation side. But it is not based on the our so one-time cost. It is based on the how many logs are generated. Click on add. So did you add? It will take. It is taking time. Now what will happen? So it will open Azure Sentinel, that overall, okay, so page. There we can see configuration management, threat management, and data management. So these are the different types of 3 configuration we can see. Configuration management, yeah, it's completed.
Yes.
You can see this what I'm saying. Left hand side. So this is our overall Azure Sentinel, guys. So on the left hand side, forget about general. So okay, so collapse general.
So where?
Collapse. General.
Click on general. Click.
Yeah. So now these are all the Azure Sentinel overall. Okay, so we can see once you are going into the Azure Sentinel SIM tool. Okay, now there are 4 tabs are there. General, it is represent overall what's about Azure Sentinel and why we can use all those things. So this is what I'm saying. So threat management, configuration management, and okay, so content management. Sorry, previously I said like data management. Sorry for that. So threat management and configuration management and content management. Content is like a data only. If you know these 3 things, in-depth analysis, 100% you are eligible for Azure Sentinel, guys. Okay. Implementation side. Now I explain about implementation side. I'm not just discussing about instant investigation. Instant investigation is very easy. Instance will come, we can go and we can do the investigation side. So threat management, okay, what is the importance of these 3 tabs? Threat management is used for the monitoring of the alerts, taking care of the security incident investigation, and forensic analysis. So that's called threat management. You can see here under threat management, you can see incidents, you can see workspace, we can see threat hunting. So you can see notebook. All these are internal questions only. What is notebook? Internal question. How can you do threat hunting? in the Microsoft Sentinel using KQL queries. What is entity interface? Entity behavior, OBA, user entity behavior analytics. Morning I was saying, right? Deepak, you want to ask the question. Sir, what is
Yes.
OBA?
Yes,
So
sir.
this OBA concept. So next one is threat intelligence, regular updates. MITRE attack framework. We are integrating with MITRE attack framework. SOC optimization. Nothing but reducing the our performance related issues. Your L1 team or L2 team or L3 team, if you want to join as the Azure Sentinel side, we have to work on only this tab. That's it. In case you are selected for the Microsoft Azure Sentinel vacancy, you have to work on only these tabs. Incidents tab, workspace tab, hunting tab, notebooks tab, entity tab, and threat and complaints intelligence tab, MITRE attack framework tab. That's it. But you are selecting for the Microsoft Sentinel administrator, you have to take a content management and configuration management also. Content management, configuration management is mainly for the implementing of the Azure Sentinel tool. Okay. Click on the configuration, content management. Each and every tab on the left hand side right now, whatever Deepak is sharing, all those are entire questions, guys. What is workspace? What is notebook? How can you do threat hunting? Threat hunting we are going to do KQL queries. Okay. So here now, content management. Under the content management, we can see content hub, repositories, and community. So these three things we have to configure. Come down, configuration, it's very important. Come down. Yeah, we are a mark.
I clicked.
Yeah, so these are the configuration point of view. Azure Sentinel implementation guy will do all these configurations. Workspace management, data connectors, entire question. How can you integrate logs to Azure Sentinel? What is the answer? Using Azure data connector. In the IBM Curator, we can say event collector, flow collector. In the Splunk, we can say Splunk forwarders. In the Exabeam, we can say Exabeam collector agent. In the logarithm, we can say logarithm collector. In the McAfee event receiver. So every vendor, their terminal is different, but functionality what it is same as it is. So this one also 100% entire question. Do you know how to integrate logs to Azure Sentinel? What is the answer? What is the answer? Using
Data connectors.
using data connectors. Okay. So summary rules. Can you go to summary rules? This is mainly for the correlation rules. If you want to create any customized correlation rule, here we can go and we can create it. And automation. Can you go to automation? Playbooks creation. Reducing of the false positives. Currently, maybe L1 team is 10 members. In future, we want to reduce to 6 members. So based on the historical analysis, based on the past data, we can go and we can provide the conditions now. So once we are going to cybersecurity SOC operation, there I will explain about in-depth analysis. Now I am not discussing about Azure Sentinel. What I am saying now, okay. Can you go to cybersecurity material, Deepak?
So where cyber?
On the tab, on the web browser. You opened already, security material. Second tab. Excel sheet, man. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So come down. Go to cloud security and under Azure. Please come down. Okay, please wait. Yeah. So under the come down, please come down. No, wait. Azure Sentinel, we can Azure Sentinel, fourth one. Only this is one of the service. This is only one of the service. Similar to like how many services are there for us? Total how many? 21 or 22? Go up, please go up. How many? 21 services. If you know about all these services, then you will become cloud security engineer, cloud security architect, dedicated to Microsoft. Are you able to so correlate what I'm saying? Everybody is able to understand or not? Now we have seen only Sentinel.
Yes, sir.
In the similar way, we can go and we can configure all these. Can you go back to our Azure marketplace? Yeah. Click on, okay, now we are going back to search button. Azure WAF. Top. Yes. Azure WAF. Web application firewall. Yes.
Yes,
No. Oh, yes, correct. It will take some time to open. Yeah, this is for firewall. This is which one we are configuring now? Web application firewall. Why we can use this web application firewall? To detect, to protect, to monitor, to block all WASP top 10 category of the attacks. Okay. Now, whether this is a default service or PYOL. This is default service. So can you go to, okay, type is your, okay, subscription is fine. And region is set test, okay. Select Central India. Region Central India. Region second one. Yeah. Okay. Description WAF. Even above also you can give WAF.
which one, sir?
Name.
Name.
Third one. Yeah, whether it will accept 3 character, I don't think so. Okay, next. Next, review and create. Now, what is second security service we are discussing now? Web. Previously, service we discussed Azure Sentinel. Give me another 2 minutes here. Okay, come down. Select aggregation, conditions. Deepak, come down, please come down. Okay. So now select that condition top. Little bit go up. Okay, fine. So come down. Down means up. In my terminology, up.
Yes, sir.
Okay, come down, little bit come down. Okay, so here, okay, so phone number, okay, come down. So display name is your Java operator, automation operator. So this is based on our role-based access control. That's fine. Please come down. So these are role-based access control. All these are called identity and access menu using role-based access control. Nothing but permissions. Please come down. Please come down. Select aggregation, condition by checking. Yes.
So this,
Yes. So create. It will take some time.
sir, when we do anything in these services, then we charge, no?
Yeah, that one you can monitor regularly. Don't blame me. No, it will not ask anything. Don't worry. Okay, go to inputs. So this is the way now rule we have to create. So web application name and also here, so WAF and also here WAF. Next one is come down. We can see now what are the different types of rules we can configure. Any idea? What are the rules we can configure? Anyone? Can you go to template? Otherwise, template, fourth one. Yes. So this is called correlation rules. So this template we can go and we can download and we can use ours as a customized one. So that's okay. Go to overview. So I want to show OASP top 10. Go to resources. Click on resources. So add offer. Add via marketplace. Add via template or marketplace. Yeah. Choose anyone. So these correlation rules, if you are creating any customized template for all voice problem category of the tech, you can use this template. Otherwise, you can choose the marketplace. Close this one. Add marketplace. So here you can choose.
So maybe it's chargeable.
I think it's chargeable. That's why it is not. WAF, can you click on WAF? I mean, search in the web, WAF in the search button. Azure Managed Services, Azure Managed Services. Please come down. Okay, it's chargeable, guys. Okay, ignore this one.
No, web stopped in.
Click on add offer once again. Can you please click on add offer?
Yes.
Add via marketplace. So click on managed.
Sure, sir.
Yes. Managed Azure Active Direct B2C. Can you see here B2C? Business to customer. So meaning here, if you want to provide authentication, this is different, sorry, this is different. Just you can ignore. Anyways, so here what I want to show in this one now, we can see WASP top 10 category of the attacks. What are the WASP top 10 category of the attacks? You can ignore this one, that's okay. What are the WASP top 10 category of the attacks? What are the WASP top 10 category of the attacks?
Healthcare injection.
Broken access control.
Yes, all those SQL
cryptographic
injection,
failures.
cross-site scripting, CSR attack. So all those top 10 category of the attacks, we can send under the WAF. If you know how to configure that one, then you'll become Azure WAF implementation guy. And in case any alerts will come, then you will become like our. So, I mean, any alerts will come, you are taking care of instant investigation, then will become WAF L1 or L2 or L3. So this is the way you should know about each and every security service. You are practicing all these 21 services. You are able to understand these questions only they will ask at the time of the interview. Then you'll become cloud security engineer with the Microsoft. Okay. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So here you can see managed Azure Active. This is another service. Active Direct B2C. We will not configure this one. This one will be configured by Windows administrator or system administrator or otherwise our infrastructure team. Active Direct B2C means business to customers. Okay, you can go and you can practice all these services and don't go for the premium or money based. Otherwise, they will charge it. Only you can access the free services. Right now, WAF is not providing any free services. For that one, we have to do the charge.
The WAF is not chargeable, na?
No, not chargeable.
Till there.
No, till here, no, there is not chargeable. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Otherwise, I can delete.
Yeah, otherwise you can delete, no problem. Okay, thank you so much, Deepak. Really appreciate.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, guys, that's all for today. And tomorrow morning, what are pending AWS services we do have? I'm going to discuss that one. Possible, in case everything is completed, then I will start GCP. So GCP, it will take tomorrow evening also. Day after tomorrow, I will start cyber security. Information security, I will start end of the classes. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Thank
Take
you very
care.
much.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.